How do lads? 2022 Dacia Duster, clutch slipping. Gonna start up here. We're gonna remove the airbox, the battery tray and stuff like that, to remove a gearbox. And we'll get up in the air then and we'll pull wheels and I don't know, stuff underneath, whatever I see has to come off will come off. So yeah, I'll just take you through it and show you my process. Alright, there's my battery airbox out. That's going to give me a bit of access to a couple of gear cables. Sorry, there and there. You see the top of the gearbox there. Be able to get in at a few bolts at the top of that gearbox, and yeah, there's the gearbox mount there. Be able to get access to that. Do I take it from there or do I take it from there? I'm undecided yet, but yeah, I think there is a subframe underneath that I will have to remove as well, I think. But yeah, keep plodding along up top first anyway. Okay, the gear cables, lads, I can show you there. They just pop onto it. There's just a little ball and socket type, so just lever them up off of that little ball. In there is the socket type, so that's just levered up, and I decided to take the holder off the box, unbolt it with two little size 10s there, and one on the back side of that, behind that there. So that's my gear cables off the gearbox. Just hang them up out of the way there. So yeah, it's the gear cables disconnected. Okay, underneath the car now, it is subframe down, and I already have the wheels off and the plastic under tray off as well. But yeah, it is subframe down, so that is going across. I think I'll leave the steering rack there and just drop the subframe. And there's my gearbox there, split it from the engine. Find every bolt that's hiding around there. So subframe down is the next move. Okay guys, so we're draining gear oil out of that gearbox, out of that sump plug there. We have our ball joints disconnected from the hub. We have our drive shaft disconnected from the hub. Drop link, anti-roll bar come with me, and the same on that side. Gotta remove all these bolts from the subframe and that middle engine mounting, as I've been putting in the drain plug into the gearbox. And yeah, we'll keep rocking on. Okay lads, I have subframe down, and then we have a lot more room. We can see the gearbox clearly. We have enough room to lift it out and lift it back in again. Next thing to come out now will be the drive shafts. Kind of have that one out, do I? Yeah, just do that out there. And the long one then on the other side is held in by that 13 bolt, and then I start looking and seeing what bolts are holding it to the engine. Start looking all around. Engine mounting up the top, I still have to remove as well. But yeah, getting there. Be coming out soon. Right, this gearbox I believe is coming out now. I think I have every bolt out of it. Yeah, you can see it's even splitting there. And I use this fancy new tool we acquired. to hold the gearbox, and hopefully that'll make things nice and easy and stop me from having to lift this over my head. So yeah, we'll see how this works out now in a second. So yeah, gearbox on the way out now, and we'll have a look at that clutch. Should be in a bad way. Okay lads, there's the pressure plate. So the gearbox is out, there it is, and that lifting tool works really well. You can see there, you can move it and swing it left and right. So yeah, we'll use that going back in the way again. Pressure plate. Well, unbolt that there now, 6 bolts is it? Or 8 bolts, something like that, Torx. We'll get that out and we'll swap that out for a new one. Clutching behind that pressure plate. There's the old clutch. And yes, it is worn down to the rivets. Same on the other side. And if you compare that with my new one, you can see quite clearly the difference. And gearbox side, it's dated on. Pressure plates in underneath that. There's the dual mass flywheel. Looks pretty good to me. So that'll be staying there. So it's a clutch kit. Release bearing. New release bearing is there. He's swapping out that. There's the old one. So I'll get fitting these new bits and pieces. And getting ready for that gearbox to go back up in there. Clutch and pressure plate fitted to the flywheel. And to the gearbox then I have my release bearing fitted. So this gearbox is ready to go back. And that's it, yeah. Start putting this thing back together. Okay lads, my gearbox is sitting up there. I got 2 bolts, 1 and 2 in there securing it. So I don't actually need this fella anymore, but great tool. We've had it a little while now, but this is my first time using it, and it made dropping out and lifting in a gearbox very, very straightforward and handy. So yeah, kudos to that tool anyway. Highly recommend it. Okay, I'm just going to keep on wrapping in some bolts and getting this gearbox back together. Okay lads, to bleed the clutch, if you can see the bleed nipple there, if you push on that tab and pull that dampener out just a touch, you'll have just a touch and you'll have fluid coming out, or air say, coming out of that bleed nipple there. If you push on that tab and bring that out, as I said, just a touch, that's how you bleed the clutch on these things. Okay guys, I have it pulled out a little bit, it's bleeding away there, coming out of that bleed nipple there. Just be careful putting it back in. I will try hold it in there and push it in at the same time, but I'm going to need 2 hands. But we're bleeding there now anyway. Okay lads, I'm getting near the end of this Duster. Subframe is back on, drive shafts are all back in, ball joints and all that good stuff. And what I'm doing there now is I am going to top it up with gear oil, top it up through there. It should take 1.9 litres of gear oil. But you put it in there, and as it starts overflowing back out, you know it's full, so you know when to stop. So put in gear oil into it, and then I'll leave the car back down, battery, airbox and all that stuff. So all the work underneath is done anyway. Okay, so that's it. There's the Duster fully back together, under tray and all back on. As you can hear, it's running. I do have a nice touch pedal going through all the gears as well. No lights on the dash. Done a quick code scan just to make sure I didn't create anything. There are no faults in there, and they're not. So yeah, it's just get this thing up the road and to confirm the fix, and yeah, we're just about done. Okay guys, that's a confirmed fixed on the Dacia Duster. Just back from a road test, and the clutch is not slipping, it's performing as it should. Start stop there working, press the clutch, it starts up. So that's it, we're done. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully we'll see you again in another one. Thanks again.